sorry. It's your pillow. You're not even good.
So we have 18 minutes until we land in Hawaii, and we are completely exhausted. It's taken a long time to get there. A lot of rushing, a lot of failed attempts at carrying bags. Just never again. Just never again. But my son just went to sleep, and we're about to land. And it's like he picks the most opportune times to go to sleep. But he's been somewhat decent the whole time. Just a little fussy every now and then, so good flight. I didn't mean to. I'll cut it out.
Put it on tour.
You want a GoPro, bro?
Yo, I'm with Toa. We're in Hawaii.
Yeah, we're in Hawaii.
Yeah, y'all don't know him, but we're in Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm the best guy here. I'm the best guide. I show you around if you're cute. But I'm still a nervous guy. Cut that out. Future Joseph, cut that out. Nah, we can't cut that one out. This is a one-time thing.
So you've been in Hawaii for a little bit now, right?
I made 2 years, July 1st.
Okay. So his mom is from Hawaii, okay? So we're visiting family. He's part of the family, all that stuff. So since you've been here for a bit, what is the best thing you've learned about Hawaii? You know, since it's like part of your roots, what's the best thing that you have learned since staying here in Hawaii?
The people. They're really kind and they're like really welcoming, and they give you like a place to belong.
That's not the tourist stuff either. That's literally how it always is here. But yeah, we're in Hawaii, man. We're at the airport. I would show you stuff, but there's nothing to really see. Yet. I mean, you can look at the stuff. There's just nothing here yet. But we finally landed. And we're tired.
We left at 2:30 a.m.
And we might have brought too much. So we finally made it to my wife's mom's house, and we're just chilling right now. And I think we're gonna change my son's diaper and get our stuffs into the room and stuff like that. We're just trying to figure stuff out. Slow day so far. Just cause so tired and it's hot. It's so hot. So yeah. And it's like Makai wants to say hi. And my wife's mom got a dog. Little dog. Yeah. But yeah, Osmo Pocket 3 coming in clutch. I already took some pictures with A6700. So yeah, we're just chilling, big vibing. And hopefully we can just relax. So it's Tuesday, but I don't know if it considers like the third day. But we've been here. Haven't done anything really, like gone out or anything like that. We stopped at one place when we first got here, but we've just been kind of chilling at the house and stuff. Nothing too crazy or anything. I'm not sure how the audio is going to be sounding for this stuff, but hopefully it sounds good. It's been kind of hot, but not like too hot. It's been like 80-some degrees, but there's a lot of breezes and stuff this week. And I found out where we came from. Apparently, we was like on the edge of it, but back in the States, there was like a summer heat advisory or something like that. I was seeing reports of potentially across the United States was going to be like 115 or something like that. I know like a day or two before we left, it was like 103, and then the day we left, it was like 101. And late at night. We left like 2 in the morning, and it was like we were just drenched in sweat trying to get to the airport and stuff like that. But yeah, we just had breakfast and stuff like that. I was gonna vlog or set up a time lapse and stuff, but it just felt like too much. My son's still sleeping. He didn't go to sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning. It is now almost 12, and I woke up around like 6, went back to sleep, got up, showered and everything. So it's just kind of like one of those lazy stuff. I think my wife's mom and dad are about to go out and do something. But yeah, we're just chilling at the home with him and her nephew and I guess technically 2 of her nephews. So we're just chilling at the house, not really doing anything today. I'm sorry if the beginning of the vlog or beginning of whatever you're seeing is not really that exciting. It's more so the fact that we're just trying to chill because my wife planned it out to when we get here it wouldn't be a whole bunch of stuff, you know, obviously traveling for like 8 hours on plane rides and then having to get here and then depending on time of day and sweat and all that stuff like that. So she just kind of played it out to where nothing really happens for like the first week that we're here, and then this Saturday, Sunday or something like that, that's when like the reunion's gonna take place. But yeah, after the reunion stuff or whatever, it's gonna be like a whole week thing, and after that I forget how long it's gonna be, but it will be my wife's nephew's grad party and stuff like that, so we're gonna be doing that. They're trying to get me to do a whole bunch of stuff for the reunion, like I guess that side of the family was like, oh, you have your husband come and your son and stuff like that, where they're gonna be on teams, they're gonna do all this stuff. And I'm looking at them and I'm telling like the immediate family here, like I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm not playing any kind of games or anything like that. I'm not playing no volleyball, basketball, like I'm not doing all that stuff. I'm not a sports person anyway. I'm gonna be sitting here watching my son, and I'm gonna be using my cameras or whatever to film, take pictures, etc. Because for one, somebody has to watch our son, and it's like they don't take in account that, you know, we have a 2-year-old son, and obviously that side of the family doesn't know how our son is and stuff. If you guys don't know, I've kind of mentioned before, he might be on the spectrum. I don't know. Right before we left, we were having people come in and check on him and see if you know, he has autism or something like that, to check for the signs and stuff. Haven't heard anything back yet, and obviously it's going to be like a lot of follow-ups when we get back to see, but he's having the telltale signs of potentially something. So and then before we left, he got bit by a spider somehow, so I don't know how, but there is a lot of spiders where we live, but you know, we never dealt with anything like that, and it's like, of course, before we fly, so he had to go to urgent care. We got him some medicine and stuff like that we have to keep on giving to him, changing his bandage because it's right here like on his arm. So it's like, yeah, I got like, somebody's got to watch him because, you know, he's starting to get to that age because he's like 2.5. So, but he's getting to that age, is a little slow in the development, but now he'll walk around, you know, get into stuff that he's not supposed to be touching, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, we're going to be at this somewhat campsite kind of thing because it's like it's huge as far as the reunion stuff. There's no way like both my wife and me and like everybody's not going to be able to have eyes on them and stuff. And on top of that, like I said, I brought the cameras and stuff, so I'm just going to be filming that stuff, so it should be good.
All right, so we're at the family reunion. We're setting up and everything. Shooting a time lapse with the A6700, just shooting it off into space or wherever to just, I guess, accommodate like everybody's, like setting up the tents and stuff. We've got connectors at home apparently, so mom and dad went to go back and grab that stuff. Wife took Makayo out and with like some nephew and cousins and stuff to meet everybody, help everybody else set up tents, while I'm sitting here shooting a time lapse and recording this part. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool as far as like being out here. I'll try to remember to put up the beach's name, or I guess the place or spot we're at, but it's very windy, so I'm not sure how this audio is gonna come out. I got the wind muff on and everything, but it's actually pretty nice and everything. And I think this is like, honestly, at least for me, the perfect combo. Like the only thing I probably would switch out is the Osmo Pocket 3 with like an action camera to like strap it to the chest if you wanted to. But overall, like this combo has been great. I've only taken a couple pictures with the A6700. I've done a couple time lapses and stuff and doing everything. So it's pretty good, I would say, so far. So yeah, no problems or issues with the setup or anything. The only thing is I did order a better camera fan to cool off the camera because it's supposed to be hot these couple days, but it didn't come in time. Just trying to make sure everything is good because we got a whole bunch of stuff here, so I got to sit here and watch, and it already given me time to do time lapse. So, but yeah, man, it looks like it's gonna be a fun, I guess, family reunion this time of year or whatever. Just waiting for, you know, those extra stuff to be able to set up our tent. But everybody else pretty much looks like they're pretty much set up, just about. So.
Three, two, go! I don't want Baby Lil on my team anymore. Sprint! Hurry up! Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hurry up! Go, sis, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run! Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run, baby, run! Top that high, go!
Yo, so we just hooked up everything from I guess the reunion and stuff. I shot some shots on it. Everybody pretty much set up their stuff. There's some latecomers and everything, but yeah, just laid my son down for a nap, and my wife took her nephew and some friend and her cousins and stuff to get something to eat. So I'm just on, you know, baby duty. So yeah, it's been pretty good, man. Meeting all the people and stuff. Everybody seems to be super nice. Everybody is setting up and stuff. They were playing music earlier, but I think everybody's just kind of chilling now. Like I said, got all like the tents up and stuff. So it's just like the first day of the reunion. Still waiting for mom and dad to get back. Then we're just chilling out here. I tried to take pictures as best as I could with the A6700 with the Sigma 18-50 2.8. I'm still upset that Sigma released the 17-40, I think it is, f1.8, but that's like $1,000, and this lens for Sigma was like 500 and something when I got it. I think it's like close to 600 now or something like that. So it's like, kind of wish I would have waited, and then I probably could have got that, you know, new lens that came out. Yeah, it doesn't have like the extra like 10, you know, millimeters, but f1.8 still nice enough for background blur. Just feels good. I think I said it before in the earlier part, but it just feels good to relax, not have to worry about doing product reviews or like streaming or anything like that. My wife not having to go to work. We're just kind of been relaxing up until now. I know once this is over, we're kind of going straight into, you know, the grad party, and then after that we got like a week left, and that's just gonna fly by because it's already flying by to think that we already been here pretty much like a week almost, just about. So it just kind of sucks because it kind of feels like, man, a month is just like getting our, you know, our legs and stuff like that. I kind of wish we could have stayed a little bit longer at this point, but at the same time, it's like we do have to go back. Life moves on, goes on and stuff like that and everything. So just hoping that my wife gets to see everybody she wants to and spend time and stuff like that. And it's just a good time, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the first time I came here, everybody's like welcoming and everything like that. And it's been a little bit hard to being an introvert
and like somebody who does content creation, like taking pictures, because you know they always get the men to like set up the tents and do all this stuff, and it's like I don't really do all that stuff. You know, I wanted to just watch my son and, you know, take photos and videos and stuff like that. That's the type of person I am. So it's a little bit of a culture clash kind of like expectation for me, because I see some people already eyeing me like, well, why is he not doing this, why is he not doing that, why is he not like really talking or stuff. And it's like it's hard to explain, because there's so many people. It's hard to explain like, hey, this guy has mental problems, you know, he's an introvert, he's not like us kind of thing. And it's like, you know, people, I'm not expecting people to accept it or like really understand, but it's just kind of hard from that aspect. But other than that, it's been good. I have no problems or complaints personally. So it's like I want to say Monday. I haven't reported anything really. We're probably about to head out back to the family reunion, like park area, recreation area. I haven't really I took a couple photos and stuff like that, trying to learn the camera and everything. I had got a Godox, a little flash thing or whatever. Didn't get to use it too much because people started looking at me weird for taking photos and everything. But like I said, it's Monday. This wraps up on Wednesday. The teardown apparently is like in the morning or something like that. Honestly, we just been staying over there all the way until dark and stuff like that. I haven't really got a chance too much to vlog. Like I didn't even bring the Osmo Pocket 3 yesterday. I just bought my camera. I didn't even take photos. I'm a little bit disappointed because I haven't had too much opportunity to take photos of people and stuff. I think most people nowadays are just used to their cell phones and stuff like that, and I was getting somewhat weird looks like having a camera going around taking pictures. I think it's mostly just a mixture of not knowing who I am and being like from my being with my wife and stuff like that, but it's being from her dad's side. They know, you know, obviously my wife and her brothers and stuff like that, but they don't really know me. And it's the first time I came to the reunion and stuff like that. So it's just been a little hard to like get pictures and different activities and stuff. And I noticed that I kind of wish I had a longer zoom lens. In some instances, I do think if I had something at least APS-C wise a little bit further than 50 millimeters, I could have took some candid photos and stuff like that. But I try to get pictures, you know, of mostly just my son enjoying the beach and stuff like that, and my son doing things. It's mostly just to make memories. Other than that, we just been pretty much chilling. Mikhail, my son, he's been enjoying, I would say, the outside and everything like that, but there you can tell when he's like, okay, I'm ready to leave here. Let's go back, you know, to the Airbnb, which I'm in right now. And he's like, you know, just kind of over it and stuff like that. But once we get back like to a house, he kind of livens up a little bit more and he plays for a bit and then he goes to sleep. So like it's been like 2 o'clock in the morning or almost 3 o'clock in the morning every day since we've been here that he's been going to sleep or wherever once we get back home, because he gets like that energy and everything. But out there, sometimes he won't walk on the grass, sometimes he will. That's why we brought his shoes. But sometimes he won't walk around or want to go play or wherever or follow us around, and he wants us to carry him or just like stay at our tent. And then sometimes he will go out. So it's just mixed bag, I think. And I think it's just more, it's too much outside as far as like him being around a lot of people, because obviously family reunion, they play a lot of music and stuff like that, so it might be a combination of being too many loud noises and stuff and everything. So it's just kind of him adjusting to this kind of environment, and I think that's kind of like the worst of it. Wherever I was worried about like panic attacks and stuff, I kind of had that last night. Like I could feel it coming, so I had to find a secluded spot near our tent and just do some breathing exercises because it was just loud music. They had somebody on the mic, but they kept on doing the mic screeching and stuff and then they were yelling through the mic at some people and stuff like that because they were trying to do activities at night and everything. And it's just, and it was so many people under the main tent. I needed a break, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, this morning I woke up with a serious migraine, and I think I'm starting to realize that my migraines and stuff like that are kind of tied to me getting triggered or me going through some kind of like mood swing or something like that, either from my bipolar or a PTSD or wherever. But it also might be because I got woken up this morning because her dad came in the room and was asking questions, but he was fully up. He was kind of loud, woke me up, almost woke up Mikhail, and everything like that. And if I get woken up too early out of my sleep, I can't go back to sleep. So that's why I'm up. And that's when the migraine started. So it could be a combination of stuff, I don't know. But that's kind of like has been the worst of it, I would say. But it's just more so, I still feel the awkwardness of, you know, me being just me, like how I eat, how I talk, how I interact with people, me being an introvert and stuff like that. Of course, I've already been here before, you know, been around my wife's family and stuff before. But I could still see like, they're not used to an introvert or somebody who has mental issues and stuff like that. I'm trying to be more responsive and more, I would say, mingling and interacting, but it's just like, I can't change who I am. You know what I mean? Like I can't change my personality and all that stuff like that. I just gotta maintain like what's comfortable for me. I think the hardest part is just trying to, I don't wanna say act like somebody I'm not, but trying to find the balance between being myself and being in a safe place and mentally or wherever versus like interacting with people. I wish I was a little bit normal because I could tell, you know what I'm saying, from vibes or moods or wherever that, you know what I'm saying, people are still like, we don't really know you, understand you or anything like that. Obviously they're open to, I feel like, understanding and stuff, but it's just like a comfortability thing and everything. It's like, I could sit there and hang out, but I'm mostly just quiet, you know, listening to people talk and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, my mom's from the islands, obviously. She was from the Bahamas. It's somewhat of a different culture, obviously Hawaii and the Bahamas and everything, but it's just trying to figure out, it's not like I'm trying to force myself to fit in. It's just not normal. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not, I'm not normally like everybody else as far as like just being open and outgoing and, you know, being able to full on talk, interact, integrate into stuff. And that's fine with me and everything. I just don't want it to reflect poorly on my wife or poorly on the family or anything like that, or feel like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So I don't know. But enough rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and go back downstairs, you know, see what they're up to and everything.